We're back with some more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky. I do want to be going over a decent bit of changes on the island. Also, we're going to be going ahead and setting up some more farms and whatnot. But as you can see, I set up the Glowberry farm on our main island now, and I moved all the crops in the center onto its own little section, which is actually public. So if anyone wants to come and grind at my island to, of course, start out and also contribute to helping me get island XP, you can do Island Warp Not Connor, and it should send you right here, and you can go all the way over here to the public farms, and then you can also go to the public realm portals. So basically when you farm this, it'll drop everything and you can get all the money, but it does give me island XP, which I would greatly appreciate. But yes, I made the Glowberry farm way bigger. It's 2 chunks now, but as you can see, it's stocking up glowberries. As you can see, I've done a lot of off-camera things. If we take a look at our skills, go into our skills, we need 1 more skill token to actually be done everything on our skills, because they're all really good. It just depends on which one you want to start with, and then you try and complete them over time. And to remind people, you do need a rank for specific ones. It doesn't say it since I've unlocked them, but I believe the first one you need Comet, the next 2 you need Titan, and then the last 2 you need Galactic to even unlock them. So just so everyone's aware, these pages in total costed me around at least 10 million. If we take a look at Iron Fuel pages, they're very rare to come by, and they're about 1 million at least per page. So I bought them over time, and we finally have Iron Fuel. So let's redeem that. There we go. I finally got leftovers, and I did get a beetroot farming recipe, so we have that. And we got the Lost Wasteland adventure map that we need to claim as well. We have a lot of things to actually claim, and then we're working on the copper fuel recipe, which is after Iron Fuel. So we're waiting on that. We need like 4 more pages. Yeah. To be fair, copper isn't as pricey. I bought these all under 500,000, so I'm trying to get them for under 1 million at least is my goal, so I can get that pretty quick. But we need to start setting up Iron Fuel today. That is the plan, and we don't have a single iron node, which is kind of an issue. And the best way we can do that is using that Lost Wasteland map and going into Scav, which we will here in a bit, to check out the new map. It's of course the same map, just retextured, of course. And also for this farm, I forgot to mention the public farm. If you're trying to get up each layer and don't have fly, there's some tubes at the back that you can go up to get up to each layer. It's pretty easy. It's kind of a simple concept to understand, as you can see. So every time I get a crop that I want to add to this, I'm going to add a new layer if I can. Anyways, we're going to set down some more coal nodes because I actually have a ton. We have enough to get a second layer going, so I would like to get this going. So we're going to go along here and set up a second layer just like this, and then we place down another 12, and there we go. So we have 4 spare, and we have a new layer set up. Now we need our mining bot, which I've moved all that stuff into PV5, which is easier to like keep track of, I guess. But we'll go ahead and break this for the time being, and we'll grab some hoppers. So we just grab 2, put 1 up there, and then up here, and 1 across. So now it should fill like this. Put this down, and we're gonna put this as white channel. There we go. So now the fuel should be going in here. We'll stock it in, and there we go. There is some overflow we can grab, so I am definitely gonna put this in the bot to fill it guaranteed. And then we'll put the rest in the hoppers, so then it's already full. There we go. That is situated. And also, I did realize off camera, 1 mining bot and with a 30 rotation, 30 nodes, will fill a entire collection chest, so this is overflowing already. I might eventually set up a 4th one, but I'm not too sure on that, just so it can collect the very spare amount, and that's it. Because you really only need 3, so I don't really know. Also, I've been working on my set. As you can see, it's looking pretty decent. We're slowly getting up there with our set, and we also did get a bandit mask. I don't know if I got that last video or not. I can't really remember, but we do have a bandit mask now, which basically just gives us better drops in the chain adventure, which is nice. So one thing I want to make today is also a fisher setup, so we can start getting all the fish types that we currently have for island level wise. all the way up to turtle, which is kind of shocking. But I want to get up to salmon, so we can start doing salmon and greens, I think it is. Yeah, because it uses pitcher pods, and you can use that for a recipe with cooked salmon. But we also need to set up glow torches, which is another one that I already have that is really, really good and easy to keep upgrading. So I would like to set that up, and we have a decent bit of coal nodes we can use spare in PV2, and then I'll get more if I need to. So I guess what we could do is get rid of the storage system for this, and start start setting up a proper crafting system. So we're going to start destroying this, even though I built this quite literally today, even though it wasn't on video, but we're going to destroy this and we'll sell the current amount of glowberries that we have. We don't really need those. So what I was thinking is we're going to use a link chest channel to actually make this properly work. And I think I have a good idea of how I want it to work, so it shouldn't be too difficult. It's just a matter of figuring it out, of course. I have a rough idea in my head. I think in one of the chunks in a different corner, so I think over here we're gonna have crafting bots for where we need to craft things. So let's turn on our chunks, and this will be it right here. We need link chests, which I do have a ton. I've gotten off camera. Where are they at? PV5. Yeah, we have link chests and collection. We got 4 and 3, so we should be pretty much situated. So I need some blocks because we're gonna need to build the little area that collects all this, and it's gonna go into a link chest channel, so we need just like, I don't know, some stone or something. And then we feed 4 hoppers into here, and then we put a regular chest, I believe, here, and then collection chest on this one and this one. And now we're gonna have this one collect glowberries. So where's glowberries? There we go. And then this one is also going to be collecting glowberries and I believe coal as well. So we need glowberries, and we're gonna put coal in this. And the reason we're gonna be collecting coal is we're gonna build a little coal area over here. So for the meantime, we're gonna grab some regular old cobblestone. It's gonna be a bit pricey there, but we'll make like a little platform for where our coal bot is going to be. So eventually I want a full rotation of just straight up coal being fed into making money. That is what I want. So for now, we're gonna make these 4 spots our coal nodes. There we go. And eventually all the cobblestone will be coal nodes in the future. All this stuff is dropping on the ground. I gotta make sure I'm collecting this eventually. So now everything should be going down into this spot right here. And that's where it becomes very interesting. We're gonna grab one of these, put it down, and we're gonna use the blue channel. This is where we're going to transport all the items that we want to put into crafting bots and make a ton of items, because we're gonna have a ton of mass production crafting bots, I think, because you only get 2 recipes per crafting bot, and if you get upgrades, you get like more added, I believe, is how it works, like more upgrades if you add the upgrade to it. Like I have a tier 1 and this is worth a few million, but as you can see, it gives you more recipes and all sorts of good stuff. So I would like to use this for a crafting bot. So now it's at the blue channel, everything's going in here, so we're gonna set up the mining bot. Oh, I gotta buy one. Okay, all right, cheapest mining bot, and we'll put it down, and then we'll set this to coal for the time being, the coal fuel. So there we go, this is set up and it's collecting the coal into here now, I believe. Yeah, there we go, we got the coal, and I think we need another link chest, I'm just realizing now. And they're about 1 million or so we're gonna have to get some money. So we're gonna go 3 blocks out, and then our crafting bot will be on this block, and I think I want to build it up just so it has some storage. So actually we're gonna make it go up here on storage wise, and I want the chest to face the other way. Actually, I don't know, I feel like I want them to face this way, so we'll go up about 5. Let's go 5, and then 5 hoppers here, and then the crafting bot will go facing this way, and we put in the crafter upgrade so it's a tier 1, and now we can go ahead and start the filtering into this. We are definitely going to need another link chest, so I might sell this collection chest here because we need 2 for this to work. So we set a hopper facing on the top and a hopper there because it's gonna fuel from the top here, so we'll get the fuel going first, I think. Yeah, we'll set it to the white channel, so now it's gonna start fueling into here. Perfect. And we'll grab the overflow amount of fuel and we'll put it all into the bot, and then we'll put it in the hoppers and then fill this back up. So now we're gonna select the first recipe, which is glowtorch, and then eventually we'll put salmon and greens in here, so we'll put that in there for now. Okay, so someone bought the collection chest so we can get a link. So we go into AH and look for linked, and so it looks like our best deal is 1.5 million, which is just gonna have to be how it is. So one thing I just realized, we need to filter these 2 sides to have specific items into them if we want to have a recipe in each of these that cost only 2 items. So we're only gonna have salmon and greens, and I don't think we need this crafter bot upgrade. We'll see if we need it, but we'll hold on to it. So I think for like our industrial stuff, we're gonna use stone brick just to make it look nice, and that's about it. So right here we're gonna have stone brick, and we're gonna break this. I need some redstone torches and redstone dust. This is gonna cost a little bit of money. We put redstone torches underneath here, but we need our components upgraded. IS upgrades, where's this at? Okay, redstone components, there we go. Upgrade that for a little bit of money. Put those down, and then we need, go ahead and put a block down here and a block down here. Get some repeaters. I believe we need 4. So we have a repeater going into here and to here, and then we have a block on the back of these, so we do that, and I guess we can have a block like this. And I actually, it's not repeaters, it's comparators for the top part. I'm actually silly. So we have a comparator facing into these. Perfect. And I don't know if I technically need this system. I'm just making it because it actually works properly if I did do this. I might not even need this in the future. We'll see, of course. But for now, we're going to be using it. We're going to put 2 dust here and here. There we go. So the system's working for the locking. To be fair, we're going to change this all around once teleport pads are in the game. For now, we kind of have to use hoppers and like redstone and all sorts of things. Teleport pads would have made this way better, but we just kind of have to deal with it. So for the meantime, we're going to go ahead, set up a little chest system here just because, you know, why not? Might as well have the most storage possible. But now we got to focus on getting iron fuel, which we need to run these scavenger adventures. So I'm going to go ahead and run scavenger, get some iron nodes, and come back once I have a decent amount or have bought a decent amount as well, since we've already done a decent bit of stuff. So I'm going to start running scavenger and I'll give you guys an update here in a moment. So after a while of doing scavenger and also buying iron nodes, I did manage to come to the decision that we are going to be going ahead and probably not getting salmon and greens today. Like, I'll get it off camera, but we'll prepare for it. So we're going to make another one of these, which I actually did revamp it from the last clip. And the reason I did that was pretty simple. It broke overnight and I was very upset about it. So I made some adjustments and now this somewhat works. The reason I have changed it is just so that if one of the system breaks, then the next system will be used when it launches up on a reboot, because I believe when the server reboots, it does break the redstone. From my knowledge, I may be wrong on that. And I also did find out a way to get these hoppers working 100%. You put in 41 items and a renamed cobblestone, so just a resource one. You put in the 4 pieces of resource cobblestone and then the 41. That's pretty much it. And then it transfers through and goes down into the system. Gets locked in here sometimes, but that's not an issue. And then it goes all the way into here. And another issue I ran into was balancing out the coal nodes with the actual glowberries. And so far, it's working okay. They're kind of balanced out at around, I believe this is 12 and then 27. So 2 bots, 1 on 12, 1 on 27. And then a harvester bot with a tier 1 upgrade, which I did buy, which has a chance of 2 times drops at like 5%, which is not very often, but you get the point. It does help. So basically, with a 2-chunk glowberry farm going back and forth, so about 64 glowberries placed with about 12 and 27, so about, I think that's 39. Yeah, 39 coal nodes. Basically, it just keeps up somewhat decent. It overflows a little bit on the items, but it keeps up. I'm still monitoring it, of course, just to make sure it's working 100%, so then I don't have any issues, and we still have a backlog system right here that we're going to be destroying really quick, because right around here, we're going to make the salmon and greens setup, so we need to go into PV5, and we're going to grab out the materials we need. We need some hoppers, and we need, I believe, link chests, and I think we only need 1 link chest for now. Like, we're gonna just build the area, and then I'm gonna get some fishers prepared. So I gotta grind more adventure to get some more link chests. That's pretty much the whole situation right now. I'm also moving the link chest from here to here, so we're gonna set this up to blue channel. It's just so items transfer into here quicker. That's literally the only reason. So we can drag out items from here a little bit faster into the proper system. And the way I have it set is where glowberries should be stacking up more than coal. That is my goal, at least. So you want coal on this side because it's not going to be stacking up as much compared to glowberries. This will stack up over time. That is my plan. So you would put glowberries on the right side and then the coal on the left. Because if it starts overflowing the glowberries, there's no chance of this system breaking. So then it just goes straight over to the next spot, and that's about it, and then goes into the little collection system that we'll be making again. So we got hoppers down, and then we have the 1 block gap in between each redstone thing. So now there's a wall here. We're gonna put hoppers feeding into here where the comparators will be. And now what we need to do is preset the locations for all the redstone little filters. All right, the filters are set up. We just need the redstone for them. So in total, we need around 3 redstone per one, and then we need 4 repeaters in total and comparators. And then I think we need redstone torches. I forgot about that. We need to grab 4 of those, and then we put them down here. Comparators go along like this, and then we put redstone on the top, and then we grab out the redstone repeaters and paste them into this block here. So this should work perfectly. Now we're gonna have hoppers going downwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our crafter bot will be down in the center here. So I'm actually gonna build from here so we can actually figure out that location. Yeah, so it's gonna be right here. We put the hopper down, and then we can put the bot down as well. So there we go, bot is down. I guess we can start putting in the fuel into here, and then we'll set this to salmon and greens. And the one thing I did have to do off camera is remove the old coal system, like the second layer I think I set up on video. It was causing issues with this whole thing. It was taking too much fuel out of the whole system. So these are trying to stock back up again as of right now. It almost broke the whole fuel system, so I'm glad I noticed that. So we're not going to be expanding upon this anytime soon. The reason it did that is because we need one link chest here for the fueling, so coal fuel, and then this one down here where this hopper is should technically be a green link channel on a link chest, just for straight up fuel only into there and not making more fuel, because as you can see, it's trying to produce it with fuel and craft it all up. It's definitely not a good idea that I was doing that. And also the fact that we actually were using fuel in here to craft, so that didn't help either, and we were making way too much coal for it to handle. So that's pretty much what happened with the fuel system. So I put those coal nodes in my PV and put some over there. Okay, so now we add the hoppers on the side. We're gonna have to buy some more. We need about, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least for now. All right, we'll go ahead, place these down. Perfect. Now I'll put some chests going down, even though we don't have enough hoppers right now. What we will do is grab 4 items for each one of these. If I can do 4 instead of 5, that'd be nice. Okay, so we got 4 items. So in this hopper, we'll put 4, and then 4, another 4, and then there we go, another 4. So now it really comes down to getting 41 of the item we need, which doesn't really matter right now until we set up a fisher farm. Also, in case this system breaks, we're gonna put some blocks in here. We'll get like 4 stacks of dirt, just so then items don't go in this crafting bot for the time being, because we kind of need to make sure that's working properly. So it's gonna filter through all that dirt to around 41, and it should all show up in here, I think, is where it's gonna show up at. And then we pull the one out of the bottom here as well of each of these hoppers, and then grab the rest in here, and there we go. Problem solved. We got those filtered, so in case it breaks, and then we need to add the chest now. I also did get the copper fuel recipe. I completely forgot to mention this, so I now claimed it, and there we go. We finally got copper fuel, even though we don't really have the fuel system set up. And then yeah, we were gonna finish up the collection system, which doesn't seem likely. We don't have enough money. That is actually annoying. If we sell these glow torches, we can make like half of it, which is better than nothing, but we're only gonna place down around 4 hoppers here and then 1 hopper facing down, and there we go. This is a weird setup, but it definitely gets the job done. So as you can see, the glowberries and coal are still keeping up with each other, which is really, really good. So I've been doing a lot of off-camera grinding, and I did manage to get a ton of iron nodes, so we are going to set up the iron fuel. That is at least the plan that I want to go with. If we look in PV2, I think it is, yeah, we have 46. And we can get 2 more to get 2 rotations is what I want. So we need to buy 2 more off AH. It's been like a day since I last recorded, by the way, so a lot has changed, which I will go over in a moment. We'll go ahead, buy the one from Runic, and then we'll buy the one from also Runic. And there we go. We got the iron nodes that we need. And we'll set up that rotation here in a moment, but I do want to also mention we are about to hit level 75 on our hoe, so we're going to have a diamond hoe, which will remove our iron unbreaking book on the hoe itself, and then we can get rid of that since I won't really need it anymore. But the point is, once we hit 75, we get a diamond hoe, which we can start getting a farming set going. There are specific enchants. You can get like excess and growth spurt, I think it is, for like armor, as you can see in chat right there. Someone has growth spurt 3, and that's for like diamond armor and stuff. And then you can get like enchants on the hoe itself, which is also very good. So I would like to do that maybe in the future. We'll see, but I do want to hit a diamond hoe today, that is for sure. Also, I was awake when the reboot happened, and turns out I know why the system breaks. It's whenever the reboot happens. So a good way to fix this whole problem is using teleport pads and hopper droppers, which cost around 25 million per one of these, and we only really need one of them in the long run to actually build the systems I want to build. So we eventually need to get one of those so we can replace this thing, because this is just temporary, because hopper droppers are the better alternative because it won't break on the reboot of the server, of course. Yeah, we're gonna be very short. We just gotta wait for a few things to grow and then we should be good. But yeah, the glow torches are definitely working well. I did change up how many nodes I have. I have around, I think, 10 here plus 3, so 13 plus 27. So that's about 40 nodes. have 40 nodes down, and it does collect more coal right now, which I'm still kind of experimenting with this. I don't know. I can't really find a great balance. Either way, it's still working. I just have to check this daily so it actually works continuously and doesn't break. We need around 8,000 more experience, and we should be good on the hoe. In the meantime, I do want to go ahead and switch this up as well, our current system for fueling. So we'll put down a link chest for the green channel. So there we go. It's putting in regular fuel, and then in the top of here is going to be just coal for the time being, coal fuel. So we go into PV5 and I have 4 more link chests. I've been getting a lot of these from Adventure. We'll go ahead, put a white channel down, which we are going to switch to iron in a bit. So there we go. We got the coal one situated. Now we need to make one for just iron. So we're going to go here, put this down, put this as white channel, go into PV5, get some hoppers, and I actually need a block here. So we're going to buy some blocks really quick. We'll get like some dirt or something. Yeah, we'll get dirt. Okay, so there we go. We got the hopper system set up. Now we put this down, put the white channel, and then we need the crafting bot, which we don't have one, so we got to buy it. Quite literally, we have just enough to buy a crafting bot, so that is convenient. And then we'll switch this to iron fuel. So there we go, iron fuel crafter. And then we put a hopper on the top, and we're gonna have a link chest going into here, which is also going to be the white channel now. And then this link chest is going to be a new channel, which is going to be red. We're gonna be switching all our coal fuel to the red channel. That is at least the plan. So anything coal fuel is going to the red channel now because we need to do that. All our systems might shut off, but it is what it is. We gotta swap everything around. Now we need to go and shop and buy a regular chest, not a trap chest. That's an oopsie. Put a regular chest and then put a collection, and then we'll pick up iron scraps in there. And now we're gonna set up the nodes in a moment. So we have chunks on. We're gonna go up about 5 blocks high. So we need to go up to here, and then this will be where our iron fuel starts out. And I believe we need 24. So we'll go along here, go like this. So that's 20. And then there we go, 24 along like this. And then we should be good. There we go. We just need mining bots, I'm realizing. But do I have some? I think I do. Oh, I have one. So I guess we can use one of them for now. I'm noticing we've ran out of link chest, which is actually not very good. So we're gonna take one from here for the time being because we kind of need to. It's just a must at this rate. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead, put a hopper down, put a mining bot, and then disable it. And then we're gonna set this to the white channel. For the time being, we need to go ahead and grab some coal fuel from here and start booting this thing up. That is at least a plan. So we turn this on. It should start collecting into here, I believe. And then this channel is the red channel. Okay, so we should be getting iron fuel into the white channel. So what I'm doing is I'm putting regular fuel inside of here, so then it only uses the one slot. That's really all I'm doing right now. So we're gonna do that with this one as well for the time being, but we need actual iron fuel, so we need to grab that in a moment. Basically, I'm just trying to swap everything around. It's very hard to kind of get this going, but we should get this running pretty quick here. One thing that's gonna happen is the harvester is gonna stop working for the time being because I'm gonna try and get iron fuel going into this, so I'm gonna have to let this just run out of fuel on its own. So I remove the link chest for the time being. We need all the crafters like over there to have iron fuel as well instead of coal now. And I guess I can just go ahead and put a line there instead of actually putting a full-on stack here. That's probably a wise idea. I completely forgot to mention I got a auto sell bot and I put my tier 2 upgrade in there. I forgot to mention that, so now everything will sell and we don't have to have storage to where it actually caps out. So I did add this to the system as well, just so everyone's aware. I thought I mentioned that. While we're waiting on things, we're gonna farm some glowberries, get our hoe to a diamond hoe really quick. I completely forgot about that, so we need to finish this up really quick. Okay, so it says we need demonic unlock to even get the iron hose, so we can't even really hit that fully, but we are pretty much there. So once I get a demonic map, I will definitely get this to diamond. We basically just have to wait until I get a demonic map. And unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to do salmon and greens next video because I really thought we could get it done, but there's just so much money involved in trying to get it working and getting everything going. I think salmon and greens will be next video, like right off the start. So we got iron fuel set up, we got a system for glow torches, a lot of different things set up on the island, which is going great. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all the support recently, and I will see you all in the next one.